today we're rocking these shirts.
Yes, we like Stranger Things, so we have on our Stranger Things tops we got at Target.
If you haven't watched it, pretty good.
And if you want to get these shirts, there'll be a link down below so you can get it from Target.
Yes, pretty cool.
And this is not sponsored.
I know. Target sponsor us.
Please. I love you, Target.
Shout out to Stranger Things.
Yeah, I love it.
Season 2 came out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. We haven't finished the second season. But that's just because we've been avoiding it. I don't know why.
Because we haven't been together.
Sure. Been at school, my internship and everything.
Been working. But season 1 is great. Watch it, please.
They're not sponsoring us either. But.
Sponsor us, Stranger Things. Anyways, yeah, this video is gonna be about, she wants me to tell stories, so sure, why not?
Yeah, he has lots of crazy stories, so he's gonna be doing some story times. My stories aren't as elaborate as his, and he's very good at telling all the details and making his stories last hours. But this video won't last hours, so don't worry.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, our cat is meowing. She's sad, and she wants to come in, but no. Because if we let her, she's gonna keep running away.
Okay, so we were picking between 3. So the winner was when I was in North Carolina working for the ex-boss of my dad. So he sent us to do a job around I can't remember what city around in North Carolina was, but we were supposed to do these apartments, and we had to put brick on around the whole thing. It wasn't like, it was like 4 scaffolds tall probably, so it was just sections of it. But the thing is, during that day, it was a Saturday, I had to go early, and my dad stayed there with the guys, and they said that somebody you have to understand, like, we're building this apartment right here, so there's sections around it, so you're making noise with the motor mixer or whatever, but there's a guy yelling at them from the top window. That was the day before this happened, a weekend actually. He was yelling to them, and then my dad thought it was too late to be making noise, so he was like, okay, fine, let's leave. So that was on Saturday. Then the next week on Monday, we came back to work normally, but we noticed that the trailer, we had a trailer which we put the motor mixer on top and stuff, and he had parked it next to the apartment complex, and somebody had just put their van on, like, in front of it, and like there was no way we could have taken it out. So what we did, luckily we had, like, in the crew were like 6 guys, so picked up the trailer. It wasn't that hard either way, we kind of moved it to the side a little bit so we could get out. So we thought it was intentional, like, who does that, like, what the hell. But anyways, Tuesday, it was when the thing went down. So it was about 5 p.m. and I'm walking, because I'm taking some breaks to my dad, but I usually had, like, I was washing, that's right. I had a brick on my hand, and I had the little thing to scrub the brick. And I was walking on the sidewalk of the apartments to go to the other side of it. And out of nowhere, I see this guy park his truck in front of the apartments. It was like a working truck, like one of those white vans. It said, I think it was like an electricity company, I'm not sure. So I saw a guy about like 6 feet tall, 6 something, because I was like 22 probably, so I was probably like 5.
That's a long time ago.
I'm 5'11". This guy must have been like 6'3", 6'4", I don't know. He was big, he was fat, well, kind of fat, kind of like muscle kind of guy. So he goes out with a soda can on his arm like that, and like, I don't know, he was like, he started yelling, and I'm just like, I couldn't hear him, to be honest, like, I couldn't hear him, because he was so far away. So I get closer, because he was yelling at me. I was like, what the hell did I do? So I started getting closer, and I was like, he didn't seem like, I thought he was irritated about something, and he wanted help. So I was like, okay, fine, what do you want? But then he was just like, no, why you guys gonna be working this late? I'm just like, it's 5 o'clock. It was literally freaking like 5 something. Now, I know we stayed working late, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it was like 5 something. And the guy said, like, why you guys always gotta be working so late, blah, 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 and then you guys do this. And I'm just like at first it was my instinct was like chill, like, but then he started like going more aggressive for no reason. and I was just like, at first I was kind of shocked, and at the same, when he said "you people," I was like, fuck it. I was just like, well, because we want to. That's what we come here for. So this guy, oh my god, he grabs the little soda shit that he had on his arm. He like threw it on the floor. I was like, oh. The first thing I thought was like, oh, I'm dead. No. When he did that, I was like, I mean, I've never been violent, so I don't really react like, oh yeah, let's go and let's fight, whatever. So I was just, it was surprising because my body didn't react like, oh, you know. No, I just stood there looking at the guy like, okay then, let's go. What do you want? What do you have to say? So this guy goes off, but for some reason, he didn't like do anything. Like he just stood up like, literally like 2 feet away from my face. So I could see him like that. Like I was like, okay, fine. You know, he didn't do anything. Which I was surprised. I thought he was gonna swing or something. He starts telling me how this is not right. He comes from home like tired. He just wants to sleep. But I'm like, bro, like the apartments are like literally like a little far from your house, and you live like on the 5th floor. Like there's no way. You just turn on the TV. You can go sleep. You can do whatever. We're walking on the other side. I'm not sure what's wrong with this. It was just, like you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. And I'm just like, bro, like you know, in the nicest aggressive way, explaining him that we just come here to work. This is the way it is. If he wants to stop working at 5, that's fine. We're not. Pretty much, we start arguing and stuff. And at some point, he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna call the police." I was like, "Oh, sorry, sir. I'm leaving now. Get out of here. What is the police gonna do? Don't worry. Please don't worry. That's car as you are." So I'm just like, okay, fine. Like, call it. I mean, we can explain the situation and see what's going on. Oh, and he's like, "Oh well, that's what I'm gonna do." I'm like, I don't care. Just issue. So that ended like that. You know, I'm gonna call the police. Call it. I don't care. Just whatever. So he walks off. He's like, I don't know what the hell is his problem. Like, and then I turn like a little bit my head to walk towards the apartments that we're working on. And on my right side is my dad. I was like, what the? I was like, what? Oh, I was like, whoa. Where did you come from? I didn't see him like I was like so focused on the guy talking and all this arguing. I never saw my dad on next to me. So thinking about it, I was just like, that's why he didn't do anything. Like, my dad is a little shorter than me, right? But he's buff, way buffer than me. Well, I was like 22. You know, I was skinny, I had no body. And no, for real, my dad's like, you know, oh, hell yeah. So that's why he didn't do anything. And then I turned more to the right, and I see the other workers, we have like, not standing too far away, like just watching, but you know, alert of what was going on. So I guess the guy was so angry because he was really angry. He was coming right at me. So I guess the workers, I was talking to them, and they said when your dad saw that he was yelling, he right away they all like, well, what was going on? So they looked, and then when he came at me, my dad right away, he was on the 2nd scaffold or the 1st scaffold. He just got down super quick. He ran. So he just stood next to me. He didn't left my side, so that's why the guy just stopped like right there, 2 feet before he could do anything. So I was like, that to save my life. But it was pretty epic. I was just like, annoying because we had to see the guy arrive every day because we didn't finish the apartments that day. We still had to work for like a week and a half. But you know, the situation resolved. The police did came. The supervisor came and said, you know what, people here are crazy, don't listen to them. We're just like, yeah, I can tell. But you guys can keep working as long as you want. There's like a sign that says you can work until like 7:30, whatever, no problem. So I was like, I don't know why this guy's complaining. I don't know. Maybe he was just had a rough day. I got no idea. But yeah, my dad, I had the brick on one hand. I was like, if he swings at me, I'm just gonna. But then I was like, nah, because he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, going to jail. Wow, I'm glad you didn't get murdered by that guy. He threw the sodas down. He was ready.
I was like, a perfectly like 12 can of sodas like to waste just for getting angry. That's not worth it.
Yeah, you should never waste soda.
Give it to me. But
Well,
pretty crazy.
That was a crazy story.
If you want anything else, I can say another one if they want.
You can. Well, we'll come back with more story time videos.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
So that was that story time. I'm glad you survived, and we'll see you in the next one.
I'm glad you guys are listening, and see you guys later.